upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the names of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and his great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. Alright, what does it say here? It says Septimius at a stroke had reduced the masters of the earth to the level of the races they had conquered. What does it say here? And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. Okay? And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So that's some information right there, man. You know, let's get some more scripture. Let's get Psalms 75 and 7. It says Psalm 75 and 7. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. You know, so Most High sets up one nation and he throws down the other nation. You know, when a nation is coming up, the nation in power falls down. You know, let's go to Job 9 and 24, just to show you who the masters of the earth is. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. It's giving you more information. Who's covering the faces of the judges? The white man. He whitewashes all these icons. You know, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, if not the white man, who the hell is ruling the earth? Who whitewashes these images? Who lies to? Who's the devil? Who's the great Satan? Alright, so the masters of the earth, man. And then let's go to Job also, since we're in the book of Job. One of my favorite scriptures, man. The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. You know what that means, man. Job wouldn't let y'all crackers go. You know, he wouldn't let y'all sit with the dogs of his flock, man. It says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, and former times desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. Alright, they didn't say one day, you know, let's go to Caucasus Mountains and eat from our dead grandmother's skull. No, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. So, man, that shows you that the Most High put y'all crackers in the condition you were, meaning a dumb, stupid, a dumb, stupid state, man. And then he had to take you out of that state to fulfill prophecy. Okay, so let me just read that again. Septimius at a stroke had reduced the masters of the earth to the level of the races they had conquered. It says Septimius's son was to carry out his father's intentions to their logical conclusion. The once proud privilege of being a Roman citizen was extended to every free man in the empire. Okay, that was it on that book. Now let's bring us some more scriptures. You know, show you that these devils, all they do is lie, man. You know, you can't trust anything these devils say. You gotta research it. This is Psalms 5 and 9. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. So nothing they say is faithful or true, anything like that. Alright? Their inward part is very wickedness. So down to the gut, down to the core of them, they're devils, man. They're wicked. Their throat is an open sepulchre. Sepulchre is a coffin. So their throat is an open sepulchre, man, representing death. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O Most High. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. Alright. Now let's go to Job. The book of Job, chapter 13 and 4. I love this scripture. It says, But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. That's the white man. He's a forger of lies. What's a forger? Alright, forger back in the day, he forged weapons. So forge means to create. So y'all are forgers of lies. You spend nothing but you spend your time in nothing but creating lies, man. Lies about you're the Jews, you know what I'm saying? Lies that telling that Negroes are Africans, the Native Americans, Latinos, they're Asiatics. So you are forgers of lies, saying that Septimius Severus is a white man. You are creators of lies, man. Alright. Let's go to Psalms chapter 36. Psalms 36 and 1. It says, The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattereth with his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He had left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in the way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Okay? This devil, he on his bed, maybe he meditates this thing day and night. He be dreaming about how he can make up some lies, man. Mischief and all that, you know. Let's go to chapter 52. Verse 1. It says, Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. The Most High likewise, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. Salah. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him, man. So in that day when you devils are destroyed, we're going to laugh at you. And when you're totally destroyed, meaning at the end of the 1,000 years, we're going to, man, it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. It's going to be a beautiful occasion. Okay, it's going to be a beautiful occasion, man. Alright. Now, I wanted to go back in this book that I went before in, Treasures of Rome, to page 27 by Peter Clayton. Showing you that things work by prophecy, by dreams, man. Most High visits you in visions. It says, this is bigger and heavier than the beautifully proportioned ark of Titus of 150 years earlier. Septimius is the more usual triple gateway ark, a central one flanked by smaller openings. Like most of the buildings in the Forum, it was not placed where it was by accident. It had many political and religious overtones in its siting, being on the spot where Septimius, in a dream, had seen his predecessor Pertinax slip from a white horse that then carried Septimius up on high, an obvious portent of future glory. So Septimius Severus seen him on the white horse, and he got up higher. So Mosai shows, he had a dream. That was a vision. That was a prophecy the Mosai gave him. See, this thing works by prophecy, man. It's not a coincidence that, one day this black guy took over the Roman Empire. Everything works by prophecy and order. Alright? Now, I'm going to bring out two last scriptures. Alright? The book of Revelations. chapter 12 and 15. It says, "And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood." Who's the serpent? The white man. Alright, going back to the Garden of Eden. Who's your spiritual father, Satan, you know, going back to Cain, and then, you know, who came back as Esau. So the serpent is the white man. Now what's the flood? What's the waters? All these lies. Because these lies come as a flood, man. You know, you be born, you go in the school system, you're overflowed, man. You go into high school, then you go in that bullshit ass college or university system. You're overflowed by lies and total madness, man, mischief. You know? And the woman is Israel. So these devils, they push out all these lies, and you know, they try to overflow us and try to make us, you know, think that we're not Israelites and this and that. But this is what the scripture says. And the earth helped the woman. Now what does the word archaeology mean? Having to do with the earth, digging up the earth, man. So that's what it's talking about. The earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood. So by us bringing out these records, we're swallowing up the waters. We're swallowing up the flood. We're devouring the flood, man. You know, we're cutting these false facts. They're not even facts, but for lack of a better word, they're false facts. All right. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Okay. And I want to go to Mark chapter 4 and 22. It states this way, Yahushua said, "For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad." So everything that's hidden, all these things Illuminati does, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is revealing you devils. Alright, you're about to go down, man. You're going to Iran. You know, you devils are about to go down, man. You know, you devils are fulfilling prophecy. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua, make your move so Yahweh Shem Yahushua can make his move. Alright, so with that I say shalom to you brothers. All praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for letting me bring out this truth. You know, double honors to the elders, great millstone. And shalom to you brothers, man. Keep pushing the truth. It's a beautiful thing to see brothers out there, man. Alright, shalom.